stop recording our screens.
No.
We can't have you doing that.
It's You're protected. Touching me. When you guys made physical contact with me, which one was it? When have you guys made physical contact with me?
The officer that's over there that was telling you to stay out of the street. Okay. Hear me out. I can give you an instant number. It has all of us on the call. Okay. I'll give you my name, my badge number, and then I'll explain to you.
You know, honestly, I don't really need it. I just want the guys who just touched me. That's it.
Okay. I'll give you that information. But just, I'll give you all the information, and then I'll explain to you what our areas of concern are and why we're talking to you. Okay.
No thanks. I just want the info, and I'll be on my way.
That's right. I don't know what people tell me. If you change your mind, let me know. So I'll be happy to tell you all that stuff.
Well, I do appreciate. I appreciate your. I appreciate
Again,
that.
everyone's on different pages and stuff. It might seem confusing to you, but I want to explain it to you. So if you give me the opportunity. Okay. That's good.
Well, you know, the only thing I would like an explanation of is the guy said that I couldn't record the computer screen from the sidewalk.
No, he was concerned.
Yeah, he was saying that I couldn't record the screen. This one, for example, from standing right here.
Let me explain what he's concerned about.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to know what he's concerned about. What I want to know is what he's referring to.
I'm trying to tell you that.
Okay, so just tell me the law he's referring to that I can't record the computer screen from the sidewalk.
Access information, the information we get from like DOL, people's warrants, all that stuff.
Access information. That doesn't sound like an RCW. Let's get to the law. You're
referring to an RCW.
You're not referring to the law.
What he's talking about.
So you're not referring to any law. You're just going to explain to me his concerns.
There's multiple reasons.
Okay. Can you refer to any law?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, please do.
So, step over here while they're doing their thing. This is what we're concerned about, and these are the laws that are out, okay? The first thing that he's concerned about is he's seeing that you're looking in there and he wants to make sure, hey, I want to make sure there's no access to protect information that maybe an officer overlooked when they got out because we're coming to an emergency call.
Right.
When stuff was left up on a computer. If we get out of our car fast, those things are left up. It's protecting someone's privacy, right? So
he wants to protect the privacy.
Request to them. The other thing we're issue about is this guy's having a panic attack in the back of our car, right? And we're trying to have fire check him out, check his girlfriend out. When we have somebody that we don't know, right? I've never met you before.
Yeah.
You seem like an all right guy.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah. And if you want to go by and you want to record everything, we are totally cool with that, right? And that's why.
I understand what you're saying. You don't have to explain it all to me about the privacy.
But you said that you wanted to know, so I'm trying to
get
into.
But the thing is, what I want to know is what the guy's talking about. If he didn't make a request to me, like you said, he didn't make a request. He made a command and he made physical contact with my body and my property to stop me from recording on the sidewalk. Okay, so that's not a request, man. That's not a request. Okay, that's not. But is it a request or not? It's not. It's not a request.
It's to our car, and there's multiple areas of concern.
Yeah, he should be requesting, not demanding, not making contact with my property and my body. Okay.
If you disagree with the way that he handled it, I'm trying to explain.
It's obvious you don't handle it like that.
I'm trying to explain what everyone's concerned about, and then
it's this guy, right?
How obstruction would fit into that. If you don't want.
Are you the guy who touched me?
No.
You're not the guy who blocked the camera and touched my hand in my camera?
No.
Okay. All right. I don't even know which guy it was.
I can give you all the information. I know who it was.
Listen, man, I don't really want to listen because you're just like explaining to me the same thing over and over again that I already understand.
I'm trying to get to the end point, but you're not letting me because you keep interrupting me and saying you don't want to hear it. Then you're saying that you have questions and you're asking questions.
All I want to know is when the officer commanded me to not film from the sidewalk, not film the computer, and said it wasn't allowed and I should stop, and he made physical attempt to stop me. What is that based on? What law is he referring to?
It was based on.
Okay.
Are you ready to listen?
Yes. Okay. As long as you're telling me something lawful.
He's concerned because of privacy that's on the computer, right? That is potentially there. We don't have the issue to look at. There's also a bunch of other areas that I would be concerned about. I don't know if he was or not. There's a lot of things I would be concerned about if I have somebody I don't know looking in a patrol car down there, looking at a patrol car over here, looking at a patrol car here, right?
Well, I'm trying to get the information from the screen.
Yeah, like a CAD call. That's okay. But if it's someone's DOL that accidentally got left up, that's an issue. Now he's pulling. Listen, stop.
You're telling me he accidentally left the stuff up on the screen, and so he wants to come back and ensure that it's not there. I totally understand. Yeah. He should go back in the car and make sure it's not there, but he doesn't make contact with me on the sidewalk and start giving me unlawful commands.
No.
That's not appropriate.
Listen, in the meantime, if we're trying to... If you're pulling our attention off...
Dumb fucks, dude.
Because he has now addressed...
You should be apologizing to me. That's what should be happening. You're explaining to me the dumbest shit ever.
Hey, sir, would be and how it would fit.
Do you think I'm the primary officer here, okay?
All right.
I think that it's reasonable. We're under an obligation to protect the sensitive information on the screen, okay?
Yes.
He has two choices to be able to do that. He can try to get you to stop recording it because he's protecting somebody else's privacy, or he can rush around and try to do it.
He can try to get me to stop recording it?
I don't think that he intentionally tried to hurt you.
He didn't.
Trying to control the scene.
He didn't.
Right. So,
let's
just be reasonable. I know what you're doing.
Let's be reasonable and think about what you just said. You said he can try to stop me from recording it from right there on the sidewalk?
From recording information that is protected by law, and it's reasonable for us to do it. We're under an obligation to protect other people's law enforcement information.
And you think he can make contact with me on the sidewalk?
I just said that.
He got in my personal space.
And I don't.
He touched me.
I think that it's reasonable to control the scene, and if you're standing right there, I don't believe for a moment that he was intending to shove you out of the way. Or
it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But he came up to me. He made a loud verbal command. He made physical contact with me. All I'm doing is recording the information that I can see on the screen from the sidewalk.
So we can't.
Any person that's walking by can see the same information as me. You don't get to discriminate because I'm holding an objective record machine.
It's not.
Okay, Cole, we're going to let you...
It is, because if another person is walking down the sidewalk and they don't have a camera and they're walking down and they see the same information and you put your hand in front of their face and say you can't do that, that's not okay. It's not okay when you have a camera either, man.
Stay on with you guys. He said...
Fucking obvious. You guys are in violation of 5.001.
I'm not sure.
That's your official policy manual, your standards and duties, 5.001. SPD, official policy manual. I don't even know what that is. No wonder. You just said you don't even know what the policy manual is. You're supposed to abide by. HIPAA laws don't apply to me, dummy.
They apply to the patient.
Right, and they apply to you guys.
No, they apply to the patient. So
you guys are under HIPAA laws, not a dude on the sidewalk, okay? What the f are you guys talking about, man?
So are we...
So did you explain to this guy what's going on here? What?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah. He's going to stay with the police.
Yeah, so I understand correctly. You want the incident number, then the officer that touched you?
And this guy here,
yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you want my information too? Do you want primary information? Do you want anyone else's information? Do you just want the call that's going to have everyone's
I got you, okay.
People, I think people come at stuff for different angles, right? And if I can
well, I think like when you come and you touch somebody on the sidewalk, then that's not very good, and you try to block their camera.
I think he was being reasonable, but I think that maybe
these are
looking at it from different ways.
These are constitutional rights, so to try to block them is not okay.
He's allowed to do what he did, and
he's allowed to make physical contact with me and my property to obstruct me from engaging in constitutionally protected activity. Think about what you're saying, man.
He had a concern about what was going on, about the protected information, and about...
A concern is a feeling, bro. Feelings don't trump the law.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that our attention is now being diverted because of concerns that we have from our primary investigation and towards addressing what we have going on with you and our cars, what's on the screen.
There's nothing going on except for I'm standing here with the camera. That's the only thing that's going on.
And like he said, there's, he can easily ask you, hey, let's just stay back, let's not do this. But when we start diverting our attention from our investigation, then that makes it a little more, right?
Well, hey,
I can look at the screen, and if the
dude, come on. I'm standing right here, and I'm filming the screen. And he comes, I think it was this car, and he comes up to me, and he's freaking touching me. If I did that to you, you had me on the ground in handcuffs.
No, people come.
I wouldn't come and touch you. I wouldn't even attempt to block your body camera.
It depends on the context.
How about this? How about I'm standing here and I have some information on my screen, and I'm using my phone, and you come up behind me with the body camera, and I get in your face, and I say, hey, you can't do that, and I block your body camera. And I say, no, you're getting my personal information.
I think you're getting stuck on just the context that he doesn't have an issue with you just recording. It's what was being recorded and then how it was taking our attention away from what we were doing.
Yeah, but that's not, I'm not responsible for...
That's why we just asked nicely, right? That's why we just asked, hey, can you please stay back? And then, like I told you...
He didn't ask me nicely. He tried to block my camera.
Do you think if you would have just, at that moment, stepped back and said, hey, this is what I want to do, what is your concern? You guys would talk about it, and you said, I want to get the call that you guys are here. Do you think that officer at that point would have been like, let me make sure that's the only thing on the computer screen when I have a moment. I need a moment to figure out why this guy's freaking out, what's going on with him medically, and then what we have going upstairs. That might be true. A really good way to handle it. Right?
That might be a really, really good way to handle it, but you know what? I don't need to do that.
I'm just saying that if you don't want to be touched, you don't want the officer to come up and have it go to there, maybe it's better to step back, and you can still get what you're looking for at some point.
I'm just saying
everyone's concerns addressed.
I'm just saying if you have private information that you don't want viewed from the public sidewalk, then it probably shouldn't be viewable from the public sidewalk.
No, it shouldn't, but mistakes happen, right?
And right, like coming up and touching someone and getting in their face.
It's a TV incident, right? We're coming here. I've got officers that there's yelling and screaming going on the radio. I don't know what's happening. I pull up quickly.
Listen, man, you got
my computer screen
you
where I
got-
just make human error, right?
you got lots of explanations, and I understand you seem like a nice guy with explanations, but I haven't heard this one yet. I haven't heard, you know, you got a guy on the sidewalk engaged in constitutionally protected activity, and he's filming, and you might want him, and you might see that there's some protected information you don't want him to get on the screen, so maybe you walk up to him just like you suggested I do, right? To the guy you said
I ask you to stay back.
No, but I'm
Just,
saying. I'm saying you suggested I say, hey, I want to get the number or whatever. You mind if I get that? And he would check the screen, right? So suppose
at some point when time allowed, yeah.
Right. So suppose we apply that equally, right? And you do it the other way. You see a guy.
Is this your car? Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get out of the way. Sorry.
You see a guy recording.
Yeah.
And you think there might be private information on the screen. So you go up to him and you say, hey, I think there might be private information on the screen. You're allowed to record, but I just want to make sure. Would you mind stepping back? And then I might say, oh, no problem. And then I might step back. That's the same thing you said I should do, the same courtesy that I should provide to the officer. But you haven't made that narrative that the officer should provide that courtesy to me.
Down and having a full conversation about all of our concern. I think we can always address things later.
Right, but you're saying that I should have the luxury. You're saying that I should do it. You're saying I should extend the courtesy to you that you can't extend to me.
You could easily wait for something if you want it, and we could work with you on getting that to you, right? When we're dealing with another investigation, have other things going on, have things going on by radio, we need to listen, we need to pay attention to our investigation, things that are going on. Ask you so we're on the same page, right? If you ever see me out again, which you probably will, I work here 2 days, I'm on work week, if you see me again, I'm totally cool with you filming. I just asked a little bit of space until, and if you say, hey, can I get closer to get this or that? Sure, but at a time that's appropriate, right? And I'm totally cool about that.
Okay.
I know you, I'll see you in there if that's what, or you're like, hey, I want to know what the call is. Can you tell me about the call? Can you tell me what's going on? I'll give you as much information that is protected that I can.
Well,
at a time that allows us to do that.
I try never to like make contact. I try just to be filming, but I get unlawful commands and shit all the time, like what you've seen here, even though maybe we disagree if it's unlawful or whatnot. For me, I think it's, whether it's unlawful or not, it's inappropriate.
I think your intentions at the time was nothing that was going to harm anybody. It was probably, yeah. That wasn't your intention.
Dude,
we don't know that stuff.
I'm not going to
break into our cars and steal our rifles out and, try to shoot us and stuff. Like, I have no idea when we're looking at cars and different stuff. Like, that would be me personally. I don't think that's what that officer was thinking. He was thinking more of the information that's protected, but everyone's on different page. Right?
Well, let me just give you some advice. I'm sure you probably already know this. You see people out here filming you. They might not even be interested. They might be filming your computer screen. They might not be interested in the information on the screen. They might be getting closer to your scene. They might not be interested in getting closer. You see what I mean? They might be testing you. They might be.
That happens all the time, right?
So
I have people even tell me that. Like, they just want to see like how far they can push stuff.
You can fail, and then that's what's called usually earning hate, and people don't trust you guys, or you can pass the test.
I think there's a lot of good officers too that do a lot of good work and work hard and stuff. I think we need to recognize that stuff too.
I totally agree, but I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll start following you over there.
Oh, I don't want to keep you anymore. I know you gotta go.
No worries. Yeah, but good talking to you on stuff. Like I said, have those concerns in mind and stuff, and just come and talk to us. We're approachable. We can talk to you.
Okay.
That's why I asked you earlier when you were filming.
Well,
I was like,
you're approachable.
I was like,
you're approachable.
Hey, if you want the information, I'll give you so you can do a public score request and you can have everything if you're really like seriously interested in stuff, right? Because I think that's cool. I think
this
it's
guy
cool
wants you, man.
I'll head out.
He's trying to get your attention.
So
but
we have all that stuff, so we can get that stuff.
Please don't enforce your feelings. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't enforce your feelings. You see some guy with a camera, he calls you a asshole on the sidewalk. That's totally fine. That's a constitutionally protected act.
The fire department
do not enforce your feelings. Just enforce the law, man. Just enforce the law, please. We want constitutional police officers out here. Constitutional police officers. Please, please.
Yeah. We'll see you around again, right?
All right, all right.
If you recognize me, you want to come say what's up? Feel free, all right?
All of my people that I've been don't feel safe.